Your card.
Fuck that card. What's the deal, ladies and gentlemen? We're back with Xboxbeastfire. All day is somewhere being all gay. I stole that one from dealer. I don't know where the fuck he's at right now. Probably in a diabetic coma in the drive-thru with a fast food joint. I don't know what the fuck's up with all day. But what did we talk about on last week's show? You remember, you guys?
Nope.
No?
I sure don't. I do not remember. What did we talk about?
Man on man sex, probably. I don't know what the fuck.
No,
I think you talk about that every day.
Last week we had that pony come on, and he was debating with us.
You on your fucking meds? That was like a month ago. What the fuck's up with you?
No, that was last week.
No, that pony was
on crack TV.
No, that wasn't last week.
That was weeks ago. He just hit me too. He said he wanted to come on. I hit him back. I was a little late to my Twitter, but anyway, like I said, we've had a few rumors that it came out. I seen the Crappy Gamer, posted a video earlier today saying that the Project Scorpio is rumored to have 14 gigs of RAM. We also have the big spec from over Neogaf that came out the middle of last week, or like the end of last week, like Thursday, Friday, that the Project Scorpio will be using AMD and Ryzen custom, something that Microsoft has a patent on. They said that according to the rumor that they funded about 40% of the R&D, so they're able to have a patent on this technology. Now listen, don't shoot the messenger. And with actual performance, they're going to be able to get at least 9 T-flops out of this goddamn console. On paper it's 6, but with the the combination between Zen and Ryzen, what they were saying on this custom chip, that's going to be like a 9 T-flop performance. So you guys are my tech guys. What do you guys want to talk about first? Bullshit. What? Fuck me. Fuck my channel. Talk to me. Fuck my brand.
I'll tell you. I don't want to comment on any more rumors.
Hey, D, you set yourself up for that one.
He's like, I'm done. I'm done destroying myself. I look back at the asshole from 6 weeks ago. The worst he said destroys me in the future every time, and it's just I'm done. He, on the other hand,
the D be like, no, I have to respectfully disagree. I have to disagree with you.
I'm really desperate to go 0-70. I have to disagree. Yeah. Me personally,
would they do that? We have to wait and see. Why would they do that? What's going on? What you say?
Out of that rumor, though, the only thing that I can pretty much say makes sense to me is that it is running Zen and Vega.
Wait, do you have it up in front of you?
I think I do.
Let me bring it up. Let me bring. If you don't have it up, let me see exactly what.
Yeah, I have it up here. It's like pretty big, long read. Yeah,
very long read, but the juicy part.
Yeah, well, they're basically this rumor is basically saying it's 6 teraflops, but the 6 teraflops run 60% higher than a PC because there's a way of them delivering the information that's a lot more efficient. So they're able to get that. And they say it actually equates to roughly about 9.6 teraflops of current PC performance. And they said that, Microsoft and
your mic breaking up.
True or not. But that part there, I do remember when the Xbox was launched that some numbers did come out that I can't remember if it was $1 billion or I can't remember how much it was that they spent on R&D. It was a lot, or 500 million. I can't remember how much it was that they spent on R&D for the development. And everyone was saying, well, how come they spent so much money and their system was weaker? I don't know if they put that money towards the future future tech of AMD. I'm not sure.
Dean, I have to respectfully disagree. If you remember, all that CPU budget spending happened before X1 was even out. Phil had already confirmed Scorpio's only been from inception in development for a little, around 2 years now. So I really don't know what they spent that money on. Maybe it was a big hooker party. I have no clue. But basically, say goodbye to that. It's not even worth bringing up ever again. Something happened there. We don't know what it was, but this whole thing doesn't really make sense. This whole 9 teraflops thing, and 9 teraflops equates to 9 teraflops. God damn it, a teraflop is 1 teraflop is basically 1 trillion calculations per second. So if something's equating to 9 teraflops, well, unless the definition of what a teraflop is has changed, well, then it's 9 teraflops. It's not 6 teraflops and it's acting like 9 teraflops, you know? So when something becomes efficient, let's say they get 40% boost to each CU, right? That basically means that with less CUs, they're getting the same or more teraflops on the next generation. They're not just saying, you know, this today is that tomorrow, right? It's kind of it doesn't work quite that way. So 9 teraflops, I don't believe the rumor, and I don't think we need to believe the rumor. 6 teraflops is more than enough to do what people want to do. And like I just upgraded to an RX 480 with 5.2 teraflops and doing 4K 30. So people are, I don't know why they have to reach for more. You know, 6 teraflops is plenty.
Okay, well I'm using this verbatim. It says here, what the start of the post was, you know, they were still going on that Scorpio was going to use the Jaguar core. It says Xbox Scorpio dev kits, as they are all using early engineered samples of both the Ryzen CPU and the Vega GPU. I was also informed. Hold on, shit. It said I was also informed that currently, right now, developers have the numerous games that are currently up and running on Xbox Scorpio dev kits. The games that I was told so far, which are being tested and benchmarked, they're currently running native 4K 60 on Xbox Scorpios, are Doom 4K 60, Battlefield 4K 60, Halo 5 4K 60, The Witcher 3 4K 60, Fallout 4 4K 60. Those games are all currently running at a native 4K on the Xbox Scorpio dev kits. I'm gonna stop. There's a bunch, like it's a long read. Now, what if Microsoft can pull this off? Right, this is what it is. Right. Do you think that will be a huge selling point for this sit-head console?
Of course.
Yeah,
of course. But I know that fucking thing is not running The Witcher 3 at 4K 60 at any kind of high setting, even low settings probably. I mean, The Witcher 3 is very demanding. So, you know, people have to back their expectations, and people say, I hype this thing up. I hype it up in fact. Things I know from experience through my perspective with PC gaming and my knowledge of the hardware, you know, it's very realistic what I'm saying. But 4K 60 on Doom, yeah, I could see that happening with Vulkan if they use Vulkan. But only if they use Vulkan, maybe, and they make a few optimizations and maybe some tweaks to shadows and stuff.
So what are you saying?
That's no easy feat.
DX12? The fuck is wrong with you?
Well, Vulkan is crushing DX12 right now, and like Doom, I don't even think they offered DX12 support. Do they, D? Maybe?
No, it doesn't. It runs off of Vulkan. But Doom,
Exactly.
Doom, actually, you know what? To be completely honest with you, Doom is doable because I have a R9 390. And on Doom, okay, 60 frames per second with the Vulkan API. So,
buddy. Hey, you on that Samsung Galaxy S3 again?
Oh, did I bot?
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. Vulkan adds another 30-40% to existing cards with Doom. So, I mean, there's some older cards that are...
What I said in a nutshell was that the R9 390 is 6 teraflops, and I can get 4K 60 frames, high settings on Doom with that game.
Mm-hmm. And these are more, I would say, you know, just what we know from Vega, because I believe this to be running Vega as well. Double the polygons per clock cycle, right? I mean, more efficiencies like that with Vega are going to make it only easier to run things at 4K 60.
Yeah.
But, you know, it is what it is. Fallout 4, not sure about Fallout 4. Say what?
What is Vega? What benefits is there to Vega over Polaris?
Well, we don't know. We really don't know yet. There's a like they've come on Reddits and different forums, and they've said, you know, there's a lot of stuff they haven't revealed yet. So we really don't know. It's obviously it's going to be a lot more efficient. You know, there's going to be different ways of doing things on it, but we really don't know. We just know that it's going to be
what they've confirmed is things like color compression and like I said, double the polygons per cycle. So if you have a game right now, a character has got 15,000 polygons in them maybe, and the card's obviously doing that per cycle with the same exact amount of performance and juice, the new Vega cards can do 30,000 polygons with no hit, no additional hit. Yeah, per clock cycle. That's what they've already confirmed. And that's just one. Like Polaris even was a massive jump from their previous architecture. You've got AMD cards with 5 teraflops now only doing 150 TDP, which is fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
This is my first AMD card ever, and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm upgrading my case and stuff. Just it's kind of weird when I got to upgrade my PC just to keep up with the fucking Xbox coming out this year. And it's still the Xbox is still faster.
Let me ask you this question. Now you are an adulterer. You cheat on your wife every fucking day when you hop on this goddamn PC, right? Let me ask you this question. Now, you're a gamer. Well, what is the reason? You got the Scorpio, right, coming out, and I'm quite sure you're probably going to buy maybe your multi-plats on the Scorpio, or you?
I'm getting everything. I'm getting everything on the Scorpio. The primary reason I upgraded my rig at all is because I'm going to be on campus for a while, and here I have strict NAT settings, so I cannot play peer-to-peer games with people on Xbox. For some reason, with their security protocol on Xbox, I can't connect to people if it's a peer-to-peer game. Dedicated servers I can, but games like Forza Horizon 3, for instance, where I can play that on PC and still connect with my friends and play. So if it were not for this problem, I probably wouldn't even bother upgrading my PC.
Hello.
Gaming. So, it's cool to have it and understand the technology and see what 5.2 TFLOPS can do. I know Scorpio's going to be a fucking beast, but at the same time, I wouldn't have done it if I could already play peer-to-peer games with people on campus. Off campus is not an issue. But yeah, I'm buying all Xbox if I can help it. If I can't play them online and it's play anywhere, I'll play the PC version. I buy 2 get 1 copy, or buy 1 get 2 copies, right? Yeah. So
that's right.
Okay, all right. Well, moving. Oh, listen to before we get out of all that room. So, close to the 14 gigs. Do you call it bullshit or what? The 14 gigs of RAM.
Well, you got to explain to people what's going on with it. Not everybody knows.
Well, yeah, it could be true. They could be using 12 gigs for the system, and they could use they could use 12 gigs for games, another 2 for like snapping stuff and running stuff in the background. It's possible. I can't shoot it down.
Yeah, and you're going to get comments saying they remove snap. That's true, but they're replacing it with the transparent overlay system. It's much better than snap. It's basically, instead of having to snap and get rid of 20% of your screen, they're going to just have that little box floating over top of whatever you're playing. You don't lose any real estate. So snap is gone, but it's being replaced with something much better. Something I've been asking for years, transparent snapping, which sounds fucking awesome. Is it even necessary right now? Playing games on the 8 gig RX 480, Batman Arkham Knight is one of the biggest RAM hoggers. That's around 4 gigabytes, 4.1 gigabytes of VRAM. Even games at 8K are just now starting to use 8 gigs of VRAM. Like Shadow of Mordor at 8K uses around 8 gigabytes of VRAM. It's not entirely necessary, even though
no, it's not.
Even though they're using about 3 gigs, 3.5 for the OS, because Xbox One is running 3 operating systems. It's still not necessary because you've still got 9 gigabytes of VRAM. So I don't see the need for 14 gigabytes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think.
But it's fun to speculate. There's nothing wrong speculating about that. I get why people are talking about it. I just don't see it being a thing.
The developer from DICE that does the sound. And he was saying, when the whole thing, again, Hip Hop Pony went out of his way when it came out, I think it was on GAF or whatever, that only 5.5 gigs of RAM was allocated for gamers on the PS4. So his source told him it was 7.5 gigs of RAM. I'm like, and again, he supposed to be doing an interview about Battlefield. He asked the guy, like, is the PS4 really using, 7.5 gigs of RAM? Because that's what I heard. And the guy was like, no, you can't really use more than 6 in the game because they're beginning to pull back. Unless it's the way they do this, something's changed.
That's how clueless this stupid fuck is. I mean, the dude complains because he doesn't get insider access and stuff, but the real reason is he's not a real journalist. I mean, the guy, where's his degree, right?
Who's this?
The dude's not a real journalist. He walks around with a fucking wrestling belt on, and somehow he's gotten this access.
For that dealer, come on, man.
I'm just saying, the dude's not a real journalist, so don't complain about not getting real access. That's just the fact of the matter. It's like
he went straight fanboy, man.
That's the GOAT. Fuck is y'all talking about? That's hip hop.
Hip hop.
Bang, bang, Scott Dean, shots fired.
Hip hop flopper.
He's stuck in the '90s still, yo. Sad.
Them big ass size 46 Levi's and shit. That dude is crazy.
Him and Sway in the Morning's hat stuck in the '90s.
Hey, at least Sway is doing some real shit though, you know.
He said, "Motherfucker, hip hop gamer looking like a character from Def Jam Vendetta." I'm done. Y'all motherfucker got
oh, his jeans are like 20 sizes too big.
Yeah, man, I'm done, man. Y'all do start that shit. Well, this ain't the podcast. We'll start that shit. All right, well, I guess moving right along. Phil came out today. Was it today or either yesterday? Oh, two things. What I gotta take my hat off. I know I kind of give Phil a hard time about him being such a nice guy. But if you haven't heard the game Sniper Elite 3 or something, Ghost Warrior, if you pre-order it for the PS4, you get all the DLC and stuff for free and skins for PS4 and PC. The Xbox One version gets nothing. And Phil tweeted out that he doesn't like the sound. He's going to see what's up with that. You know what I mean? What are you guys' thoughts of that?
Good stuff. Well, that's some bullshit. Like, okay, say if it was on PS4 and Sony paid for the exclusive rights for that content, I'd still be pissed. But okay, understandable. But when it's on PC too, it's not no exclusive paid content. So it's on PC. So it's like, what? Fuck Xbox. Like, fuck you guys. That's very disrespectful to the fan base. And like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
And on top of that, the developer called the Xbox the X-Bone or something along those lines. First, they said this is what he said, exact words, that the X-Bone version won't have HDR implemented or something. But they went back on that. I guess HDR is going to be there now. But if you pre-order the game for the Xbox One, you get nada, zilch. But if you do it for the PS4 and PC, you get the DLC and stuff for free.
Bro, I don't even give a shit that he called it. I don't bleed that easy, right? Like I don't give a shit what he calls it. Everyone has their preferences. Most developers prefer PC, right? But to simply broadcast it isn't very professional. And two, like D said, even if you're a PlayStation dude, as I said in today's video, even if you're a PlayStation dude, this is still a problem. Imagine that you have a PS4 and the developer said, hey, buy our new game. And if you do pre-order, well, you get the season pass on X1 and PC. But if you're on PlayStation, no, you don't get it. You would say, well, that's kind of fucked up. What's the deal? Is it a paid thing? No, it's not a paid thing. That's been confirmed. Okay, well, why? The only thing I can point to, and I hate to do so, is bias. And if anyone else has a better idea, let me know. But that it just doesn't make sense to do that to one fan base and not the other at all. And it's really fucking shitty. So Phil Spencer came out and said, hey, I've heard about this. Somebody asked him on Twitter, I've heard about this scenario. I do not like this. Basically, he doesn't like this kind of practice. It's pretty much the first time I've ever heard of this happening. And I'm looking into it now. So, that's good because it's not really acceptable, in my opinion. No matter what platform you're a fan of, it's kind of bullshit. And like I said, I don't think it's ever been done. Yeah, and it's not good. It's not good in the long run. Like, these dudes must be idiots. Like, in the long run, this is the stupidest shit you could do for your little shitty game that no one really.
Yeah, that's the fucking thing too. This game is not no fucking real huge AAA game. Like, it's done okay. I'm not gonna say it was like complete dog shit, but it's not like
It's not even done okay. Like, the average review score is like a 5 for those games. I mean, it's not.
It's like they're gonna develop like 505 games or something. Fuck that guy. I wasn't buying that shit anyway. Let's fucking call a spade. But you know what I mean? How much? Like, the game is. That should be an indie title or Xbox Live Arcade title.
It's using CryEngine. Let's give it that. It's going to have some visuals behind it, but still, it's the practice. It's the principle of the matter. It's bullshit. It's not been done before, and I don't know why they're starting now. Crack rocks, maybe. I have no clue.
Okay. All right, well, moving right along, it says that Phil also alluded to the fact that we will see some more IPs exclusive IPs. You said that right. In 2017, what are your guys' thoughts? Talk to me.
T-Reaper.
That's pretty good, asshole. Yeah,
what's up with you,
T-Reaper? Stop picking your nose back there, man.
Over there whacking it.
I'm listening. I'm just keeping quiet.
Put the flashlight away. Come on.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We like to talk to quiet ratio you've got going on, bro. But come on, we want to know what you think about some things here.
No IPs, more power to Phil. I mean, but are they going to be indies? Or are they going to be AAA titles? That's kind of the question.
There's another fucking Fallout Shelter. Jesus.
Hey, at least that game is free.
Yeah.
Fuck that. It's free.
Yeah.
Achievements.
I mean, you give me games that I like.
You said it's free achievements.
Give me games that I like, and I'll buy them. But if I don't like them, then I'm just gonna throw them aside.
Yeah, it's not like.
But then again, most games get thrown aside anyway after I'm done with them. Anyway,
Hey, we should start throwing Fallout Shelter on these lists, guys. We got Fallout Shelter.
Hey, yo, that's crazy. Let me say this. Like, well, BGS, we got our own little fucking clan meeting. We talk. That sounds bad. No clan. But we have our own little giddy up, own little powwow on Twitter, like the private chat. And Crap was like, "Yeah, man, Microsoft told me they got this big fucking announcement. It better not be another fucking controller with another color or some shit." And this shit was Fallout Vegas. Like, oh crap! I'm about to turn back into Hollywood Hulk Hogan on these motherfuckers.
I did hear that they are going to make another Elite. They are going to make another Elite, though. It's going to be a more updated Elite.
Listen. Listen. As far as the Elite, the only thing that I see that even feasible or whatever, or make any sense, if they would do a Elite themed Scorpio controller or some shit like that. That would be kind of cool.
I mean, how much better could the Elite be, really? I mean, obviously, everything could be a little more durable.
The paddles could be like formatted differently. That's what I saw.
You want one in the shape of a little hand?
A Scorpio themed Elite controller, you know what I mean, or whatever the fuck is going to be called, or whatever, Maybe that may make sense, but but the way they charge $200 for that fucking Gears of War,
I'm actually quite proud of that. The sides are starting to peel off, but I haven't broken it yet.
God damn.
Oh, what the Elite controller?
Yeah, I'm on my second one right now, and like the sides are starting to peel off.
Wow.
Like the grips of it, how it's like formatted on the grips, they're starting to peel off. So it's like, but the triggers and the buttons haven't broken yet. The first one.
No, D still playing on that Duke controller from that OG Xbox with the white and black button.
That OG Xbox controller was big. It was huge. You could barely fit it in like a small person's hand.
I got a Duke around here, some goddamn way, with that white and black button. That was crazy. I'm so happy that they they bought the dual triggers for the Xbox 360 controller, because that white and black fucking button on the OG Xbox was dog shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
that was a big ass system. Period. It was fucking big and clunky.
Yeah, hard drive in it, though, bro.
You ever see the inside of one? Though they were built like fucking tanks, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The one thing I love about the Elite is the sensitivity. The sensitivity on the Elite can be like pushed to broken state. So it's like someone's using a regular controller and you're using an Elite, and your Elite sensitivity is way higher than a normal controller can do. It's like it's so much more like effective.
Dude, that OG Xbox, man, that thing was a tank. It had a pretty powerful CPU for at the time, a Pentium 3, and it had a NVIDIA chip in it as well, which is kind of weird, huh?
Yeah, actually did. Yeah, I think that's why they didn't go forward with it in the Xbox, because NVIDIA wanted some type of money and saying that they owned the rights to it.
They lost so much money with the original Xbox. When you look at the specs that was in it for the time, it was never really meant to be sold under $300, and Microsoft didn't own the chip. And so I remember when the Xbox was picking up a little steam. That's when I first inducted myself and enlisted for the Army for this console bullshit. When the Xbox started picking up a little steam, PlayStation, Sony dropped the price of the PlayStation 2 to $200. So of course Microsoft had to follow suit. So they cut the price from $300 to $200.
That's the beauty of competition, though.
The video still wanted their fucking money for their goddamn chip. You know what I mean? So they didn't care.
NVIDIA.
Yeah, and if there's one company that can take that loss, it's Microsoft. And if they got to, they better do that shit again with Scorpio, because they got to keep that price around $400.
What's you guys' thoughts on Oculus getting sued for $500 million?
I really don't.
Isn't that case over?
It's over, yeah. And they had to pay $500 million.
That might be Nioh in the Oculus. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna say this again. I haven't tried VR yet, as of yet. So
you serious, bro? You gotta try it, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm a man of very little means. I can't afford it. I do believe this, that for the pricing and for it to be adapted by the casual, not the hardcore. The geeks are gonna buy it day one, But little Timmy that sucks dick for free lunch, his parents are not going to go out there and spend $600 on, or even 500 or 400 on, for something to put on your head. You know what I mean? They're not going to do that. It has to be around about $250, no more than $300, and they need the really probably the indie people to get make these little Candy Crush games or Resogun type games, because I guess these AAA studios it is a big investment, a big risk for them, but I don't know. I don't see. Probably that $400 million. That shit might have broke them.
Yeah, the people are saying that Oculus is broken now because of that lawsuit.
Aren't they owned by Facebook?
Yeah.
They're gonna be just fucking fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That Mark guy owns Oculus. He's a he's
a new Bill Gates, man.
Yeah, he's
a new Bill Gates.
Bill Gates is predicted to be the first trillionaire around the year 2048, I do believe. He'll have around $1 trillion.
Yeah, he's about to be the first trillionaire or some shit.
Like that. Microsoft is predicted to be the first $1 trillion company here soon.
Isn't that already Apple though?
No, Microsoft is predicted to hit that before Apple.
Microsoft has more money than Apple, man.
I thought Apple has more money actually.
No.
They're both damn close, but anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, so, but for far as like I said, the new IP, what do you guys think? Hope it is a single player story.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need some single player story.
Give me a single player game that I can't beat in under 10 hours, please.
What if it's something like a Conquer or something like a Crimson Skies?
Crimson Skies, yes.
A Mech Assault.
Yes,
I get the nostalgia.
A Conquer could do good if they completely redid it completely from the ground up, and it's a great platformer. From top to bottom, it would be successful. Conquer, they have to be careful how they bring it back, because I saw they brought like some type of version of it on the HoloLens, and I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? He looked retarded. He looked like he was missing a couple chromosomes.
Yeah, he was fucked up.
I think Conquer is more suited to be left up to more of the indie side, like a game like Unraveled, very beautiful and elegant game that had good production values. I think a team like that could take care of Conquer because, I get the nostalgia. I played Conquer when I was younger, and it's just not.
Hey, Dill, I'm with you.
It's just not something that I would prefer them replace something like a action or a narrative-driven story game with, right?
Yeah.
Dealer, trust me, I'm with you 155% as far as that. You know what I mean? But there are some. I say this because there are a lot of people that support our brands, you, and watch our shows and stuff. That they didn't own the OG Xbox. They came on.
No, they can play it with Rare Replay.
Yeah, what's cool? I'm just saying they came on board with the PS3 and the 360. You know what I mean? So they missed the 6th generation. The Xbox had a lot of the OG Xbox shit. And people are fucking jumping up and down about these little titles now coming to the PS4. They had games like Otage, fucking Crimson, a real fucking Crimson Dragon. They had all types of shit you can get on the OG Xbox.
Here's the thing that people don't think about when it comes to Conquer is if you go back and actually play that game like I've done here in the last few months, the thing that made that game so awesome when you were younger is because it was edgy. It was edgy.
Yeah.
I obviously everyone has their own opinion, but that was the thing that got me when I played it on N64. I was like, oh shit, like, this is kind of weird, and why the fuck are we looking at this bunny doing aerobics, right? Like some weird
Isn't it strange that it was on a Nintendo console? What happened to Nintendo? Jeez.
That was another cool thing about it, that people that played it at the time were on N64 and they weren't used to stuff like that, so it was really impactful. But like I said, I think a smaller studio should, if they are going to redo Conquer, it should be a smaller studio. Microsoft should use theirs to produce.
But didn't Phil say something about the cursing?
Gears has cursing in it all the fucking time.
Yeah, but I don't know what the fuck. Like, Phil, sit your ass down some goddamn where.
He doesn't dictate what.
Rare is fucking a rated R game. Period.
Yeah, he's never dictated what content's gone into any of their games. There's been plenty of cussing in all of these games from Microsoft. So, like Gears of War, for example, right? So I'm not too worried about that.
That clean mouth person that doesn't want you cursing at all.
He's got that Listerine, bitch. But seriously, we do need a really AAA budget, story-driven type game that's an action adventure type game or something like that, or a Fable reboot. Really, that would be
That
awesome.
would be nice. Now listen, I listen. You know I'm a Fable fucking fanboy. I would listen. I think I would literally fucking shit on myself and rub it on the walls and call myself a corporate cocksucker for the rest of the day. If they come out and show me another fucking Fable 4.
All right, well, we're gonna fly T Reaper out to your house and he can help you.
Yeah, he'd be like, drip, drip, drip. It's on you. T Reaper, the white R. Kelly, the gaming community.
Yeah.
Hey, don't judge what you don't understand.
We understand, motherfucker. That's the problem.
This is wow, man. Shout out to PP motherfucking Reaper.
That was funny on Thursday when everybody was making the meme on Bang Bang and everybody's like, "Where's PP Reaper at? Where's PP Reaper?" They're like,
what was the meme?
The meme was with you, Porter Rock, and K Mega, and I wasn't in the picture, and they're like, "Yo, where's PP Reaper
the
at?"
multiplayer podcast when
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. Porter Rock, man, you piece of shit broke my man K Mega Joe. Like he's called himself L Mega now. He gonna get his get back this week though. Coming back. L Mega.
Where PP Reaper at?
Tell everybody about the Wii U.
Yeah, we can talk about that right quick. But yeah, you know what's crazy, Diller, is that I get I'm just labeled as this fucking racist guy that hates fucking Nintendo. Like, do my rants come off like that? Well, if that's the case, I know I can see why the PlayStation community fucking hates us, because I listen. This is like what I'm doing with Nintendo. I was on PlayStation Joker's neck and head and started this goddamn. I was cutting these motherfuckers up with butter knives, man, with a dull knife. I was doing beheadings with a very dull knife in this motherfucker. Painful, slow death. You know what I mean? But Joker went in from the group, went into to trade his Wii U in, and they gave this 1% for the goddamn Wii U.
Stop lying.
Made it funny. Listen, this is the thing that made it funny though, because these motherfucking Princess Peach fuckers would tell you that Nintendo makes the best consoles and they makes the best exclusives. You know what I mean? And that's what they live and stand by. You know what I mean? Like whatever the fuck. He wanted to trade this shit in because he's getting the Switch. And they offered this motherfucker 1 cent per trading value. I was asleep, bud.
Hey, if you got a Wii U, you better jump on this shit now for they to start charging you to take those fucking things.
Yo,
it's not that important anymore. It's only worth 1 cent.
Well, yeah, because they're not going to carry any Wii U games, right? Because they don't, their section on Wii U is so small already, so they're going to get rid of all that and change it to the Switch, right? So
yeah, maybe
they weren't really thinking forward there.
It did sell 100 million pieces of software. So maybe that's right. You know what I mean? But that in itself, I don't know.
So it basically had a Grand Theft Auto.
yeah, pretty much.
I don't know. I don't know. All these people buying back into this Wii U bullshit. Like I'm sorry, the Switch bullshit. It's just gonna be the Wii U all over again.
I kind of feel bad for the Nintendo people because they can't vocalize their passion on YouTube.
Hey, T Reaper. Why would you feel sorry for these 50-year-old men that want to sleep with Princess Peach? These motherfuckers are sick.
They are, yes, but I feel bad because they can't vocalize it on video. They can't.
Because they're autistic. They're emotionally this fucking. I don't know. Like I don't know if they're mature. Like I said, I'm a mature gamer. I don't know what the fuck.
Are there any Nintendo gamers that have YouTube? Are there any?
Real Gamer 27 is the Nintendo, Nintendo voice of.
Nah, he weird too. I'm just saying, like, who the fuck gets excited for Mario? Like, and fucking I don't understand it. Like, I don't. Like, who the fuck wants to play 1-2 Switch? Who the fuck's gonna take the Switch to the park and play fucking Just Dance 2017? What the fuck is going on here? They talking about the Xbox ain't got no goddamn game. This shit is launching with 5 fucking games. And Just Dance 2017? You gonna play that on the go? I can see Deep right now taking that shit out of his book bag and pop blocking in the corner. So I can
go to the middle of Manhattan. Put the Switch down in the middle of Manhattan and just do Just Dance 2017.
Yeah, man. Like I said before, the only motherfuckers that are into Nintendo is motherfuckers that stalk bitches and ride skateboards, man. Them motherfuckers is weird, man. And I buy every goddamn thing. I just can't support that company anymore, man. I can't. Like, all jokes aside, I can't do it, man. I can't. Even the voice chat, there's no voice chat in the lobby.
The voice chat's gonna be on the phone now.
Listen, you can. Besides that, you can only talk to people that's on your team. Okay, but it's only if they're on your friends list. So how the fuck are you supposed to get to know people? You can't talk to them. Like, this is the logic. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Like, this shit here is fucking like, I don't know. Like, I just don't understand it. How, like, but it is what it is, man. Like, I want the motherfuckers to go away, go far away.
Yeah, they're bad luck. I saw an article on one of the sites, and it says Nintendo's Switch commercial may have caused the Falcons to lose the Super Bowl.
That's what they said, yo.
Because it came out in the fourth quarter, the commercial. The Falcons lost. They said the Switch is already switching fortunes.
It gave that Tom Brady that inspiration to come back from 4 times loss.
It's going to do well when it first comes out. It's going
out the gate, yes. It's going to do phenomenal.
I mean, the Wii U sold out across the board when it came out.
And 7 months later, I give it a maximum of a year. That console is fucking dead again.
You know why it's dead, D? You know why?
It's got no games.
No.
It's going to be outgunned. It's going to be outgunned because the Scorpio is going to be out then kicking ass. And people are going to look at this like,
even fucking better. And I said this before. We've seen this movie before twice. It's not going to have any AAA fucking multiplats. Frostbite Engine 3, guess what? Can't run on the fucking Switch.
Stupid.
So that FIFA 18 and every game that EA has to make and all their exclusives use Frostbite Engine 3. Dragon's Age, or
they might be able to do. Well, I mean, they've already shown that they're doing sports games, right? So I'm sure they could run sports games. Those are some of the easiest AAAs to run. But
they can listen. It has to be custom. So
I mean, I don't know. They might do it custom. Then I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just saying it can't handle any ports. So what I'm saying is, anytime a developer has to go out of their way to shoehorn a game for your console, that may or may not sell. That's we had the same thing with the Wii U. You know what I mean?
You guys are right, though. They keep limiting their own market like fucking idiots. And the people in charge over there, it's like they're just trying to go out of business. Because when people go, it's got to be extremely convenient for somebody to sacrifice visuals and online functionality for a game.
Back from being gay.
Yo, RAID 84 port the Switch. You said what? What happened?
What? How'd you know?
I was at the dentist, bro.
That's all gay. All gay.
Yeah, he just joined.
What's up, all gay?
So he was in a coma, but it was induced by the dentist.
Right.
Oh, what happened? You got your catheter yanked out? What happened, bro? Talk to us.
Nah, I just had to get a checkup, man.
We can't hear you, bro. Let me cut your mic up.
Hold on.
You sound like Teddy Riley about that motherfucker. Jam.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. That's better.
Yeah.
Shorty, get down.
Hey, what's up, homie? Hey, check it out, homie. No, I'm joking. Hey, I went to the dentist to get a checkup, but I'm going good. I didn't see you send me the invite, so I should see it right now.
I told you that motherfucker was in there asleep, fat bitch. I said that. I said, this fat motherfucker sleep, yo.
Nah, I gotta go to work.
You know, motherfucker all day got that lunch truck selling clams and oysters and shit.
Nah.
Fat motherfucker. But as I was saying, like you were just saying, dealer, that I don't like. Again, we've seen this movie before, with them, with third party, and I don't understand it. And also, even better yet, and you guys keep talking about the handheld market. Nintendo said that they're coming out with a successor to the 3DS.
You're lying.
So where's this fucking him?
You lying, right?
No.
Yeah, you bullshitting. You bullshitting.
They really said that.
You are playing.
4G. They're thinking about coming out with a successor to the 3DS.
So Sam, these people are fucking idiots, and what's
What
going to
the
happen?
fuck?
Like, I know you don't want them. I know you said you want them to go away, but I think competition's great regardous of where
They're not.
it's
They haven't been competition in 3 generations.
I'm just saying, though.
They're going to be in competition with themselves.
They do still affect Sony and Microsoft to at least a microscopic degree, right?
Well, yeah.
I think they are kind of competition, but they're not, obviously, for obvious reasons. You're just going to end up seeing Nintendo games and franchises on Xbox and PlayStation. In the next 8 years, you're going to end up seeing Mario on Xbox.
Listen, well, right now we already see Mario and shit, all that shit on cell phones.
The only thing they are in competition with is the handheld market. That's the only place where they own, like they actually own. They own their
that market should be fading. I mean, smartphones are crushing. You know, it's just the games you have on there. You know, you can't really get them on smartphones. So
I don't know, man, but it is what it is. So all you people who said the next gen, well, you look, the 3DS is the this, that, and the other. I told you guys this wasn't a successor to their handheld. It's not. And motherfuckers are not buying $300 goddamn handhelds. It's not happening.
That's why they had to drop the price of the newest 3DS, right?
Yes.
Like, really quick after launch.
I act like they got, I don't know, like they my grandmother, they the cheese is sliding off their goddamn cracker. Like I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like everybody has motherfucking amnesia. You know what I mean? It's not like that, man. You know, regardless of what, at the end of the day, you know, you don't get exclusives every month. And I'm not saying if you like Nintendo. Here's the thing: I'm not saying if you like Nintendo IPs, cool. You may not like Xbox, you may not like Sony's, fine. Let's make a difference. But what keeps those consoles alive, it keeps bringing us back to these consoles, the Xbox and the PlayStation, because we get AAA multiplats 2 to 3 times a month. And you're not going to get that on the fucking Switch. Like I've always said, you're not going to get that. You know what I mean? So
somebody playing with keys? What the fuck's going on?
Oh, yeah, that's my keys.
Yeah, you should stop that.
It is what it is, though. You know.
Yo, all day, tell us about that Nioh experience, bro.
What'd you say?
Tell us about your Nioh experience.
Oh man, that demo was I almost bit my fucking lip off, man.
You talking about Keanu Reeves?
No, he's talking about Nioh.
The game?
Was a demo for it?
No, I mean before when I first played the demo, man, that shit was ass, bro.
Is it Nioh? What the? I'm confused. I'm getting confused.
He's talking about that game on PlayStation, the kind of Dark Souls type game.
The one that got a 9 point. That shit got a 9.6 on IGN, bro.
Is it that serious?
Bro, no. I guess so.
They got the same Sony fanboy reviewing all those fucking Japanese games on the PS4.
I mean, if the game is really good, bro, give it an 8. You know what I'm saying? 9.6, man.
It's amazing.
Man, that's up there with, you know, the 10s. Almost.
Like that shit is not better than Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2 and 3. Like, and they give it a better score. It's fucking stupid.
But you know,
I think it got a different score for some type of originality it has, because it's kind of different.
What it got the biggest score for is, look, check it out. You got these motherfuckers that disregard, these fucking weebs that disregard their culture. And since it has an Asian flair to it, oh man, it goes up in scores. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You got these motherfuckers walking around with origami knives and shit. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers out here, they threw away all the chicken out the fridge. Them motherfuckers.
Hey yo, wait, listen. You know Kelvin, Mr. Official. Kelvin Hillary.
That nigga, he tried. I heard he was bleaching his skin.
Yo, that motherfucker, yo, they took a picture of this motherfucker in Japan eating some motherfucking pork flavored oodles noodles with chopsticks. No lie. What the fuck is this nigga? Is that oodles in the ramen? Oh, this nigga wilding.
You know, the best part is too, if he ever comments on your shit, which he didn't talk to me in a long time. I wonder why. He always equates something to, oh, your Fox News shit. Like, motherfuckers, I don't know. It does the best you got, because people don't like Japanese shit sometimes, and we all grew up on it with a PS1 and PS2. It's not like we haven't tried it, right?
Right.
It's just not, you know, our flavor.
You know what it is, dealer? Even better. You know what the problem is? Is that the industry and the games that we played or that we're playing now, they're so much more advanced, you know, technology, tech-wise, than those. They look like PS3 ports, PS2 ports.
We've moved forward, in the Western front.
And they don't sell and you know, they don't cost a lot to make. So you know what I mean? I'm not saying that they're losing money because they wouldn't be coming out. You know, like the Godzilla Yakuza 0.2, and them games look like shit. Now they had some next generation graphics. They take it to the next level. Cool, but those are very, very little studios. EA, Activision, Ubisoft, Rockstar, Take-Two. They got, you know, the only ones really hanging on over there is Capcom, Konami, and Square Enix. The rest of them motherfuckers is dog shit.
It looks like EA's coming around on some of their dog shit, but with Ubisoft and Wildlands and all that, I still don't have the faith in Ubisoft that I'd like to. looks like we're going to Ubisoft it again with Wildlands. I'm not sure. Let us know what you guys think about that.
The game definitely got downgraded. That's on PC. It definitely got downgraded.
Ubisofted us yet again.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't look the same. There's a big difference. It plays okay. I like that the enemies aren't like sponge bullets like in
It's not like that RPG element.
So you shoot them a couple times, they're dead. You shoot them in the head, they're dead.
But D, I was watching a little bit of it, and I played a little bit on PC. And I just think it's so fucking generic, man. Like they completely dropped the ball.
It is.
Like it's fucking like, okay, the way that the movement, the physics, everything is straight ripped from Division. I mean, this is. I mean, you should just call it Division with cars. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
it's open world.
It's open world. Yeah, that's cool, right?
Yeah.
But this is Ghost Recon. It needs its own identity, its own feel.
Yeah, it feels like
you know
Division.
what I mean.
And then they got the shitty ass crew developers to handle the car physics. And it's like the crew sucked.
The driving is dog shit.
Right. And then my thing is like, okay, the Division is out, right? So with Ghost Recon Wildlands, you have a crazy setting, right? You can have the villains be these crazy, like kind of like some Far Cry 3 type shit, like sick, demented villains, you know, drug lords, you know, but they feel like they're just generic enemies, you know what I mean? At the end of the day.
Very generic, extreme.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I noticed when I popped it in. Another thing I didn't like about it, I'm sorry for the other people involved. I know they probably work hard, whatever. But honest to tell you, the voice acting was very subpar. I found it extremely generic. Like for one, wait,
D, is there a PvP at all? Because that's what Ghost Recon is built on, PvP.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, man. And before we go forward, we need to say, people are going to say, well, it's not done yet. No, the game is essentially gold. It's done. That's the fucking game.
Well, I was on the forum. Some guys that were in the alpha said that the beta wasn't much different than the alpha. It was pretty much the same. And like another thing that annoyed me was like the character selection, right? So, I chose the colored gentleman. And of course, he's like... Yeah, I feel like
I'm ready to go, motherfucker.
He talked nothing like what he looked at. Like they all had like this same generic sound. You know what I'm saying?
So you telling us he sounded like a white man is what you're trying to say?
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, dude, I don't think we should go over there, man. There's like bombs and stuff." So I found the game very generic. I'm not gonna say it's not fun. It was kind of fun, but it's kind of generic too. So I'm kind of.
And you were saying that it seems like it's gonna get old really quick because it was repetitive. Yeah, and that really crushes the fun factor.
Yeah, it's like go there, kill all these people, tag this shit.
Yeah.
Interrogate this motherfucker. Go to the next guy.
Out of camp, kill the guy. Use a drone.
I feel like you have to make your own fun with your friends. You know what I mean? You gotta make your own.
Yeah. With your friends, it's gonna be fun, right? But is it gonna be $80 fun? You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get it, man. Just for the co-op. I like the co-op. I'm not a big fan of deathmatch.
I'm a little bit on the fence on it. To be like, I did enjoy my time. I'm on the fence. I want to see closer to launch what improvements they've made.
The game is finished, man. The game is fucking finished.
Yeah, but you know what? Also too, because we were in the early settings of the game. So when you get to the middle of the game, things could completely change too, right? So where the enemies are harder and it's like different objectives.
The only thing they were beta testing in that whole thing was the servers. I mean, the game, like you said, was finished. They're beta
Well, the servers held up. I didn't have any problems connecting with anybody.
I didn't have problems either.
That's good.
Yeah.
At least they got that down. Ubisoft come a long way in that area.
So you can freely go in and out people's games. What I like about that, complete the missions. I think that's dope.
Yeah.
Try to find me a team.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to running it with the 3 other people that I'm going to run it with. But then once I run it once, I'm just going to be doing it.
You got to play with me. You pissy motherfucker.
Oh, do you want to play with me, man?
Yeah. No.
And I gotta say, because I played the beta on PC, and I gotta say, if I had to say right now, it's definitely to go console because I have a really capable rig, and I couldn't even get 60 frames per second. So. And I saw a GTX. I saw a GTX 1080 not even getting 60 frames per second at max settings. So it's not that well.
1080p or some shit too.
Yeah, at 1080p. Yeah, so it's not that well optimized. So definitely, I think the console is the way to go for this game for sure. For those out there that have multiple platforms.
The thing with Wildlands is it looks like some pre-apocalyptic expansion for the Division. Like you could picture it being kind of an open world Division with different mechanics, but it's not too far off in regards to what it is.
No, right? it's like an updated kind of Division, sort of.
But without like, the RPG bullet sponge aspect.
Well, I hope it has a better story than the Division, because the story Division
that's what I didn't like about the Division the most. The story, everything was okay. I could have dealt with that stuff because it was really pretty, but the bullet sponge shit really pissed me off.
Well, it also depended on the enemy level, depending on if
well, it was just like Borderlands, you know, you fight a level.
They
15.
all take bullets. They're all bullet sponges. Period. Doesn't matter what level they're.
Dome shot though.
Because I remember this one boss on Division, I legitimately had to play guerrilla tactics for 15 minutes just to kill him. I was like leading around in a circle for 15 minutes before he died.
Stupid. And if such a thing exists in the game, then like let there be a reason for it. Like this motherfucker got some state-of-the-art suit on that's absorbing the bullets, or he's got like a fucking titanium fucking helmet on that's deflecting the bullets. Something that makes sense. Like just for him to absorb bullets like he's like some fucking superhero. It's just
I don't see
so annoying.
I don't see why there would be any reason, because they're not even supposed to know you exist. Why would you be walking around in a fucking Iron Man suit?
Luke Cage.
But also too, thanks, shout out to my boy D, hooked me up. I'm in the Injustice 2 beta. It's fucking awesome. I suck like dick on it though. Very pretty game. I'm playing.
Yeah, I suck too.
I may pick it up for both the Xbox and the PS4.
Ghost Recon?
Injustice 2.
Oh, Injustice.
Yeah, I haven't played Injustice in years. I suck. I'm looking for the kick button, the punch button. Like, oh man, I suck dick. You know what I mean? I'm trying to play like Mortal Kombat. It's different.
This motherfucker be playing with his hands and feet.
Yeah. It is. Listen though, it's fucking nice though. Yeah, they put this guy here, Rohan Star, put next gen as a bum. Yeah, and you live in a third world country right now.
Motherfucker text you on a Razor phone.
Trolling me living in Tibet.
So, did you guys already discuss about the sniper ghost fags, whatever their name is? Or
yeah, diabetic. We covered that about an hour ago.
Okay, cool. What did you say? Fuck them and fuck them and fuck them and fuck them.
Yeah, we got.
And then we said fuck them and fuck them and fuck them again.
All right, cool,
yeah.
cool.
But Dealer, I know you're not really to fire this too much. Are you going to get Injustice? No.
My girl's like a big fucking DC fangirl, so I might do it. I really like the trailer, man. But I really like Killer Instinct as well. So I don't know.
I'll probably see you on it. I can fight you, bitch.
Oh, I don't know, man. I might have to turn my TV on to beat your ass, but I'll do it.
Yeah, we can make it.
Play that bitch with my TV off.
We can have a fake beef, have a YouTube beef, and we can sell this shit on a game of Killer Instinct.
I do.
You gotta start streaming again, bro.
I know, man. We got to get the streaming back, man. My grandmother, man, she fucking. I told you stuck the fork and the knife in my goddamn Xbox One. She was looking for the mail. I got the fucking Xbox. Like no bullshit. True story. They hooked my shit up, man. I just be fucking running, taking other dials up and down. But yeah, I'm back. I'm back like cook crack. Then my wife put me out, but I'm back in the house now. So we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen, man. So, like I said, what else are you guys looking for?
Anybody here picking up Halo Wars 2? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Oh, I'm not getting it. Oh, no, listen, we got to talk about this. I was going to do a separate video about this. But fucking Halo Wars 2. No fucking HDR. No fucking promotion. I'm not buying a goddamn game anyway, but how do you...
Wait, didn't somebody say they're having a New York event or something like that?
Yeah, it has a live event scheduled for it. It has a live event scheduled for it.
No, this is what
but like, where's the advertisement leading up to the launch? Like,
it said it's trailers.
It's not out until I think 20.
You gotta go actually look for the trailer.
Where?
You know what I love though? I love that the NFL Super Bowl did not have a single Xbox commercial, and it's funded by Microsoft. I think that's funny.
Yeah,
I saw lots of their Surface.
Yeah, they use their tablets there. But even better than that, this is what I'm saying. You kick this generation, this whole HDR gaming. It's your thing. You're spearheading this shit. And how your fucking exclusives don't have fucking HDR?
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck did they do that?
Yeah.
We're not talking about Killer Instinct. We're talking about Halo Wars 2. Who's making it? This is your baby. No HDR?
At least give us some fucking fake ass HDR like the PS4 has.
Yeah, that's unacceptable, man. Like,
Well,
what the fuck is up with that?
RTS, so maybe that also has something to do with it.
I mean, I wasn't buying it any goddamn way, you know, but I'm just saying, you know, like, what the fuck? I'm not into RTSs. I think RTS is for motherfuckers that have 2-inch penises.
Bro, we got dudes bragging about HDR on games that weren't even coded with HDR in them. Like that's proof that if you can activate HDR on some of these games that do not have HDR coded into them, that it's a fucking filter.
Oh shit.
The 720p of the HDR world.
Yeah, pretty much.
I had to piss him off at least once this podcast.
Hollywood True Stories. Yeah, man. But yeah, I think they kind of dropped the ball with that. Dealer, are you interested in Halo Wars at all?
Yeah, I pre-ordered it today, and that's cross-play as well.
Like that?
Yeah, he likes RTSs.
Told you 100 fucking times.
You're such a fucking bag dealer. You really do.
I can't help it, man. I can't help it.
Listen, I thought you was my soul brother from down south. You from Mississippi, Alabama, some goddamn where. You really do fucking.
Man. I saw you on Grindr, bro. I backed off. I'm sorry.
Hey yo. Oh, shout out to Black Bond, man. Shout out to Black Bond.
Yo, how you liking that hammock, bro? How you like that hammock?
Oh, they found his profile on Grindr, man. I'm a big shot. This motherfucker, the internet is crazy, man. This shit is wow. Yeah, but I didn't know he was into RTSs. I just don't understand.
Oh, you didn't? I think I've told you that at least 18 times.
You know, I thought you were just playing it up to be an Xbox guy. I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's like playing with the army, man. You just take them.
I mean, here's the thing. You gotta think, right? That's the thing that turns people off. Like, oh, I gotta think 4 steps ahead. I don't like thinking. You know, but they are fun games. It's not quite as in-depth as I would like. I would like more emphasis on base building and things, but it's still an RTS, and I'm interested in it. Like I said, the first one sold like...
Boy Scout growing up.
Nah, not quite. But I don't know. I just like them.
Okay. I like them. With the
there's obviously a market for it because, you know, there's a lot of games that support that.
It was oversaturated in the 90s, and they died off, and they need to come back. They really do. They're good games.
I know that the last one, the Halo Wars, whatever,
3 to 5 million or some shit, yeah.
Like personally, I think it'll do a solid $1 million easy for sure.
Over time, yeah.
Because there's a lot of Halo guys that they like the lore that's in that movie too, in that game. So, you know, they'll pick it up just for that too. They're not even particularly into RTS.
And the cutscenes look great.
Yeah, if anything, you're getting some kind of cinematic narrative out of it, right?
Right.
It expands the universe. It will undoubtedly tie into Halo 6, you know, next year or whatever.
Yeah. This year.
But, you know, what else? You might as well get it if you're a Halo fan or an RTS fan. Ain't anything else really at the beginning of the year that's kind of exclusive, so you might as well go ahead and pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know this is another game. Do you think your what's that? State of Decay 2 is going to take off, dealer? With the masses?
I hope. I mean, the first one took off. It was sold several million copies.
The first one was 20 bucks.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's running on Unreal Engine 4. It looks fucking phenomenal. And if it's anything like the first one, but with all the benefits that the fans have requested on their site, it should be nothing short of amazing.
Hey, y'all they killing me in the comment sections. Isaiah's the Black Dennis the Menace. I'll be back in a minute, man. Hey, Rain, I'm about to get you, son. Yeah, but I mean, again, I guess I know the which I don't know why they killed that, but back on the 360 era, you had the Xbox Live Arcade titles. Every Wednesday, you got new games.
That was good.
Yeah, it was dope. And you know, now we talked about it a little bit yesterday on BGST is that the games like the store, you got the $2 games next to Halo 5, and you know, and to me, the indies of this generation have been so dog shit. Like, and they like $30 fucking for a game that can run on a Game Boy Advance. I just don't fucking understand it. At least last generation, they took advantage of the hardware. The shit we get this year is like this generation is fucking horrible, man. You know?
I don't know. I mean, I've enjoyed more indie games this generation.
Yeah. Graphically, they look like shit.
Yeah, like Unravel doesn't look like shit. That game looks fucking phenomenal, right? Like that's a good game to play.
Indie, though. That was like from EA.
I mean, I mean, they helped pay for some of it, right? Or published
Shovel Knight.
And how much indie time do you think this E3 show is going to have?
Hopefully, like 5 seconds when that Chris Charlie motherfucker walks out, you're fucking in for a treat of ignoring what he's saying for 5 minutes.
Xbox needs to go back to the fucking summer arcade shit.
Well, just the arcade thing, period. Like we talked about this again yesterday about how they need to kill. I guess we can get the hell out of here. The E3, right? And again, maybe you guys may feel different, but I've been saying this forever. Indies don't belong on the big stage, right? And crap, well, it's Sony. Everybody's gonna shit on. The people are gonna shit on Microsoft regardless. And you see, last E3, Sony didn't come out the bitch and show not one goddamn indie.
Yeah, I mean that was true at the beginning, bro. Where you had to have indies on the stage because there was a big push for it, right?
You know why? Because Sony didn't have any fucking game.
Yeah, I think they could get away with not showing indies. I mean, when they wasted like 15 minutes on Minecraft last year, that pissed me off, dude. I mean, that's information you could have released in a press release, right? Hey, all Xbox Live servers across all devices. Bunch of bullshit. That lowered the whole thing for me a lot when they showed Minecraft again. Get the fuck off the stage. And that's just my opinion. We've all played Minecraft. But it's not worth that much time.
Big stage. I want to see everything running on Scorpio, kicking ass, taking fucking names. You know what I mean? And I don't want to know about half your show before we get there. So I don't want to see games that I already know what about. Like, I don't want to see it. Like, you know what I mean? I know we're going to probably see some Crackdown 3. Probably going to see some fucking Sea of Thieves. That's like 20 minutes going already. You know what I mean?
Well, Phil did. I don't even know. Did we touch on this? Phil basically said they've got more first party this year at E3 than they did last year.
They got what?
More first party games coming to show E3 this year than last year.
So how many? Here's a good question. How many did they show last year? We got Gears 4. We got Forza Horizon 3. We got what? Did we get Halo Wars 2 last year?
Well, I don't know if he's counting Dead Rising because that was an exclusive, but it wasn't first party. I don't know what he means exactly by that, but basically more from Microsoft, not third parties, which is good.
Oh man, well, Phil the axe. But did you hear about Microsoft canceling the developed RPG that the developers from Knights of the Old Republic 2 was making for the Xbox One exclusive? You hear about that?
I don't know if that's legitimate. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, the developer said this.
What did he say?
That they pulled the plug on their RPG exclusive for the Xbox One. The guys that made Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Obsidian?
Yeah, there you go. They pulled the plug on it.
When?
I guess, but 3 years ago.
That's weird.
I mean, we do need an RPG, outside of, we don't have, I don't think we have any besides Square Enix.
Looks like they put their money on the wrong horse. They put it on Platinum instead of Obsidian,
Yeah, it is what it is, man. But I guess if you guys got anything else, we can get the hell up out of here. I can go beat these motherfuckers' asses, man. Anything you guys want to add before we get down? How about you all day? Anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Fuck you!
All right. All day being all gay. And what about you, D? You want to talk about those scooter calls again before you go?
Yeah, well, no, I put some gameplay videos up on my channel of Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Okay. What about you, P. Reaper?
Up on my channel, and that's about it.
Just thanks for the polls on Twitter, guys, and I have a Super Bowl Sunday video, and I'm all set.
What are you peeing on? Your mattress or your couch? What are you peeing on?
I didn't pee on shit this time.
What are you peeing on these days, boy?
Nah. I exposed the noob. I spoke on Scorpio, and then I was done for Super Bowl.
Do you have another? Do you have a second? Do you have a second YouTube channel where you just pee on different things?
No. Oh man.
No, but no, I might.
Reaper, we're gonna be giving you shit for a while.
No, but my April video might be fun. Although I think I'm gonna make it a meme and not a video.
Oh, all right. Well, anything about you? What you got going on, dealer?
Release a video today. Also follow me on Twitter at @dealer_gaming, and follow everybody on this channel. Subscribe and support these guys.
Yep. And yeah. Remember also, if we get the hell up out of here, if your grandmother got a fat ass, give him my number and stay away from all day's lunch truck. He's selling bad oysters and half-cooked clams. Man, it's 6 weeks. Fat motherfucker lunch truck. You got a greasy spoon. Fat bastard.
Come down to McDonald's.
Bang. I say, cooler. Gone. Damn.